Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I'm Anuja Kumar with the Midday News. The headlines. Both houses of parliament continue to witness uproar over Adani and other issues, adjourned till 2 p.m. G20 meetings of various working groups being held in several cities today. Delhi High Court convicts 9 out of 11 accused in 2019 Jamia Nagar violence case, overturning a trial court order. Politician Atiq Ahmad found guilty in Umesh kidnapping case, quantum of punishment to be pronounced shortly. At least 20 pilgrims killed in a bus accident in Saudi Arabia. And now the news in detail. Both houses of parliament continued to witness uproar over the Joint Parliamentary Committee probe into the Adani Group matter and other issues. This is the 11th consecutive day of the second leg of the budget session when the proceedings of the houses were disrupted. The Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha have been adjourned till 2 p.m. In the Lok Sabha, when the House met this morning, opposition members including Congress, DMK and others trooped into the well, raising a demand for a JPC probe. TMC, JDU and others were on their feet. Members of the opposition parties were seen wearing black outfits to register their protest. Amid din, the presiding officer adjourned the House till 2 p.m. Similar scenes were witnessed in the Rajya Sabha when the House assembled for the day. Members of Congress party trooped into the well, raising demand to constitute a JPC on the Adani Group matter. MPs of DMK, TMC, Left, RJD, Aam Admi Party and others were on their feet. Members from Congress, DMK, Aam Admi Party, Samajwadi Party, Left and others were seen wearing black outfits to register their protest. As the ruckus continued, Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar adjourned the House till 2 p.m. Earlier, the House congratulated women boxers Nikhat Zareen Lovelina Borgohain, Neetu Ganghas and Sweetie Bura for winning gold medals at the Women's World Boxing Championships. Terming this as an outstanding accomplishment, Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar said this is an era of resurgence of Nari Shakti. The BJP MPs today staged a protest in front of the Mahatma Gandhi statue in the Parliament premises over the remarks of Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on the OBC community. The BJP members alleged that sentiments of the backward section of the society have been offended due to the remarks of Mr. Gandhi. The party MPs raised slogans against the Congress leader and demanded an apology from him. The second day of the Environment and Climate Sustainability Working Group meeting under India's G20 presidency began with a presentation made by India on water resource management through various projects, including Namami Gange. The second meeting of the working group being held at Mahatma Mandir Convention and Exhibition Centre at Gandhinagar began yesterday. Talking exclusively to AIR News, Special Secretary in the Ministry of Jal Shakti, Debashri Mukherjee said India presented its best practices on water resource management and highlighted the achievements and work won in various projects.
India presented best practices and the work that has been done on improving access to water and sanitation. The first presentation was on the Namami Gange program, which is the work that has been done on integrated river rejuvenation. River people connect through the Jan Ganga program, the Arth Ganga program, which is the economy of the river basin. The next presentation was on the Jal Jeevan mission and the Swachh Bharat mission and how India is working to achieve the sustainable development goals on water at speed and scale. The third presentation was on climate resilient infrastructure because climate change affects water infrastructure significantly, so it's important to safeguard and mitigate the effects of climate change.
Our correspondent reports that around 130 delegates, including from G20 and invitee countries, are participating in the event. A report.
On the second day of the meeting, Ministry of Jal Shakti showcased its major interventions in the field of water resource management through various projects. Presentations were made on projects including Namami Gange, climate resilient infrastructure, participatory groundwater management, as well as Jal Jeevan Mission and Swachh Bharat Mission. At the event, various organizations under Ministry of Jal Shakti have also set up stalls showcasing quality work on schemes like Atal Bhujal Yojana and Jal Shakti Abhiyan. The three-day meeting also provides an opportunity to showcase its rich cultural heritage to the foreign delegates. Anand Kumar for AIR News, Ahmedabad.
The first Trade and Investment Working Group meeting under India's G20 presidency began in Mumbai today. During the three-day meeting, over 100 delegates from G20 member countries, invitee countries, regional groupings and international organizations will engage in deliberations to accelerate global trade and investments. Delivering the keynote address at the opening session of the meeting, Sunil Barthawal, Secretary, Department of Commerce and Industry, said that the meeting will provide an opportunity to the people to understand various aspects of the working areas of G20 meeting. Citing the trade finance gap and recession in some countries, the Secretary said that it is the time to deliberate and provide concrete solutions for mitigating the growing trade finance gap. An international conference on trade finance has been scheduled in the day. In the evening, a heritage walk has been organized at Gateway of India for the G20 delegates and guests. Ramnagar of Uttarakhand is set to host the first three-day meeting of G20 Chief Science Advisors Roundtable from today. Around 70 foreign delegates will discuss four agendas like opportunities in One Health for better disease control and pandemic preparedness. The IG Police Kumaon region, Dr. Nilesh Anand Bharane, said adequate security arrangements have been made in the area. The media will be briefed tomorrow evening after a formal meeting. The delegates will be taken to a safari in Jim Corbett National Park on the 30th of March, the last day of the summit. The second G20 Infrastructure Working Group meeting under G20 Indian Presidency has begun at Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh from today. Around 63 delegates from G20 member countries, invitee countries and international organizations are participating in the meeting. They will further discuss the 2023 infrastructure agenda under the Indian G20 presidency and follow up on the discussions held during the first Infrastructure Working Group meeting held in Pune in January this year. In Odisha, month-long events are being rolled out in the state in the coming months as part of the third Education Working Group meeting under India's G20 presidency. In keeping with the Prime Minister's call to make Jan Bhagidari a strong element of India's G20 presidency, these events will kickstart from the coming 1st of April, which is also celebrated as Utkal Divas or Odisha Day. Briefing media persons in Bhubaneswar today, Joint Secretary Ministry of Education Neeta Prasad and Joint Secretary Ministry of Skill Development Sonal Mishra informed that the third meeting of the Education Working Group is scheduled to be held in Bhubaneswar from April 27 to 29th. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The Delhi High Court today set aside an order discharging 9 persons in the 2019 Jamia Nagar violence case. The court partially overturned a trial court order and charged 9 out of the 11 accused under sections related to rioting, unlawful assembly and obstructing public servants. The 4th February trial court order by which the accused were discharged was challenged by the Delhi police. The Delhi High Court on 23rd of March had reserved order in the revision petition filed by the Delhi police against the trial court order. In Uttar Pradesh, an MP MLA court in Prayagraj today declared politician Atiq Ahmad guilty in Umesh Pal kidnapping case. Atiq's associates Shaukat Hanif and Dinesh Pasi were also found guilty by the Special Court Judge Dr. Dinesh Chand Shukla under Section 364A of IPC. The court will sit again after the lunch recess to discuss the quantum of punishment. However, Atiq's brother Ashraf Ahmad and 7 other accused were not found guilty by the court. Umesh Pal was an eyewitness in Raju Pal murder case and accused Ahmad brothers for his kidnapping in 2006. Umesh Pal was also murdered last month when he was returning from the hearing in the same case. Earlier today, Supreme Court rejected politician Atiq Ahmad's plea for protection during his police custody in Uttar Pradesh. The apex court refused to record that Atiq's life is under threat, saying that the state machinery will take care of his protection. The top court, however, granted him liberty to approach the Allahabad High Court for protection over his claim that his life is under threat. President Draupadi Murmu has called for using digital technology to extend facilities of banking and financial sector to all walks of life. Addressing the celebration of 80th anniversary of the UCO Bank in Kolkata this morning, she said, utilization of technology has opened a new vista of benefit in the financial sector. She said the usage of UPI and other digital financial transaction facilities by the poor and weaker section of our society proves that they have accepted the new financial facilities with an open arm. The President inaugurated 15 new branches of UCO Bank, spreading over 18 states on the occasion. She also laid foundation of Sri Aurobindo Integral Education Research Center at Rairangpur of Maurabhanj district in Odisha, where she was a teacher previously. Earlier, the President visited Belur Math, the headquarters of Ramakrishna Math and Mission this morning. The BJP Parliamentary Board meeting was held in the Parliament House complex today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Party President JP Nadda, senior party leaders Amit Shah, Nirmala Sitharaman, Nitin Gadkari, Prahlad Joshi and other leaders participated in the meeting. Briefing media persons after the meeting, Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs Adjourned Meghwal said BJP will celebrate Social Justice Week from 6th to 14th April. He said the Prime Minister has directed all party MPs to spread awareness about welfare schemes of the government in their respective constituencies from 15th May to 15th June, when the party is going to complete its 9 years government at the centre. The BJP has justified the scrapping of quota for Muslims in educational institutions in Karnataka, saying that quota was factually, legally and constitutionally incorrect. The senior BJP leader and Union Minister Prahlad Joshi told media in Parliament House complex that earlier, when the state had gone for reservation for the OBCs on the basis of religion, it was quashed by the apex court. He said now the Karnataka government has scrapped the quota on the same grounds. In Chhattisgarh, 2 Jawans of Border Security Force BSF were injured in an IED blast today. A joint team of BSF and District Police Force was on a search operation in Koili Beda area of Kanker district. During the search operation, an improvised explosive device or IED planted by Maoists went off near Chilbaras village. Critically injured 2 BSF Jawans have been airlifted to capital Raipur for better treatment. The Employees Provident Fund Organization EPFO's apex decision-making body, Central Board of Trustees, has recommended 8.15% annual rate of interest on Employees Provident Fund accumulations in members' accounts for the financial year 2022-23. The interest rate would be officially notified in the Government Gazette after an approval of the Ministry of Finance. After that, EPFO would credit the rate of interest into its subscribers' accounts. It is a hike of 0.05% interest in the EPF accounts. Last year, the interest rate for EPF account was 8.10%. In News Just In, both Houses of Parliament have been adjourned for the day. In Saudi Arabia, at least 20 Umrah pilgrims were killed and 29 injured when a bus overturned. According to Saudi media, the accident occurred as a result of a brake failure and took place on a road linking Aysir province and the city of Abaha. The victims were on their way to Mecca to perform Umrah. The deceased and the injured have reportedly been transferred to nearby hospitals. The Madrid Spain Masters 2023 badminton tournament will begin today. The 5th edition of the tournament will start with the qualification and first-round matches today and tomorrow. Olympic medalists PV Sindhu and Saina Nehwal will lead India's challenge in women's category, while Parupalli Kashyap, Kidambi Shrikant will be seen in action in men's singles category. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Both Houses of Parliament continue to witness uproar over Adani and other issues adjourned for the day. G20 meetings of various working groups being held in several cities today. Delhi High Court convicts 9 out of 11 accused in 2019 Jamia Nagar violence case, overturning a trial court order. Politician Atiq Ahmad found guilty in Umesh kidnapping case. Quantum of punishment to be pronounced shortly. At least 20 pilgrims killed in a bus accident in Saudi Arabia. And with that, we end the midday news.